Hello there, I am Melanie Parry from the Success Squad, and I am here to share with you how you can turn your scrolling into an income. So, you are looking for a way to earn flexibly, the freedom to work from anywhere, a life that looks nothing like the normal 9 to 5, an extra income, not having to ask for time off to spend time doing what you want to do, no one else deciding what you are worth paying, appreciated for your efforts, and a positive and supportive community. So you are in the right place. This is the freedom to work from anywhere. You can work from your phone, you can chat to people face to face, but it is nothing like the 9 to 5. You do not have those restrictions. You do not have, um, that dependency on, having to be at a certain place at a certain time, and you literally can do it around your other commitments. So you can start this off really flexibly, just using you know what I mean, to basically build it around your other commitments. So if you're already doing the 9 to 5, you can build this, have that extra income. And if you want to release yourself from 9 to 5, you can build this around those existing commitments to something that can literally give you that freedom of time. So, how do you do that though? So, how do you build this income? So, the chances are that you're probably already doing some of these things, you know, liking and commenting on other people's posts on social media, viewing people's stories. So, when you go onto like Facebook or Instagram at the top, you will see people's stories. If you're viewing those stories and maybe putting a little love heart on the ones that you like, you're already doing this. Posting about things you enjoyed doing, places you've visited, and things reviews that you rated. So, if you are, say, for example, sharing, or, watched this Netflix series, really enjoyed it, or went to here, had a lovely meal, look at these drinks, and you may be tagging somewhere where you've had a cocktail, or tagging somewhere where you've had a nice coffee. Again, you are doing what we do with this business, adding to your own stories. So again, maybe you're like, you see something funny or you see something that you think people will like. So you click that share button to add to your story. That's what we do. And chatting to people in Messenger as well. So if you are, like I say, if you are putting like a little love heart on what other people do on their stories, sorry, 1 second. My leg's gone up. But if you're like putting a little love heart on people's stories, if you're wishing people happy birthday, if you are, yeah, just getting in touch with people, if they friend requested you, if they followed you and you're saying thank you, that's what we do. And if you're using supplements to support your nutrition, so you may be already using something, you may be going out and buying supplements that help you with your sleep, with your energy, with your hair, skin, and nails. And then what you're going to be doing is you're literally going to be making an income from sharing the things that you're already using. So 70% of purchasers look to Instagram and TikTok for what to buy. So people are looking at Instagram, TikTok, they're looking at social media. That's where people look now. That's where people see, like, what can I use to help my hair grow? What can I use to give me a better night's sleep? What can I use to make my skin glow? All of those different things. People are looking to Instagram and TikTok. Now, they are likely seeing big brands using videos that content creators have been paid to make fake reviews. So, for example, if you see, I'm trying to think of something I've seen recently that I was like, that is such a fake review. Even any of like, right, so for example, like the weight loss injections. So a lot of the time you'll see a big celebrity maybe talking about how they've used, or an everyday person, how they've used one of the weight loss injections or something along that kind of thing, and they are talking about it. Chances are that they've been paid by the company to say that. they may never have used that product. So that is not us, and that is our superpower because we are not fake reviews. We are real people who have used things and we have real testimonies from real people about what our products do. So, but why do companies do this? So, companies do this because when the person sharing something is like you, has the same problems as you do, and they say something has helped them, people pay attention. So, if you're scrolling and you see somebody and you think, oh, they're just like me, and they are saying, I've used this collagen and it's really helped me, your ears prick it up. That's when you're interested. So that's why they do it. And that's why what we do is so powerful. So it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, how old you are, what experience you have. There are millions of people out there just like you who relate to you and are looking for you. They're looking for you, not anybody else. So whether you're sat there thinking, oh, who will buy from me? What have I got? How will I be able to do this? Am I special enough? Am I busy enough? Am I exciting enough? People don't want any of those things. They want exactly what you are bringing. Because people think that these things matter in building this kind of business, and they really don't. How many followers you have? Followers now are absolutely they mean absolutely nothing because when you go onto your Facebook now or your Instagram and you scroll, how many things that you are seeing are your friends or the people you follow? Or are Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, obviously, as well, and all of these social medias put in front of you things that they think you will like to see. So people don't need to be following you to see what you post. So it doesn't matter how many people you know, because there's billions of people out there on social media who will see what you are posting. It doesn't matter if you've got any experience whatsoever on social media, because I literally give you step by step guides. You don't even have to do videos or posts that feature yourself. Now, obviously, if you can turn up and do those little videos. Just start small, even if it's stirring a product. You don't need to be in that. Maybe you just talk over it, like, oh, this product's giving me loads, like, made me feel really great. Then that is it. You do not need any experience on social media. Everything is broken down into these simplest steps and how to guides. You are shown exactly what to do. And that your life isn't exciting enough. And I cannot stress this enough is that your life, exactly as it is right now, is exactly what people relate to. People like, it's lovely to see exciting lives, and when I share something, when I do something that could be viewed as exciting, sharing it is a great thing to do, but my life is not exciting. I get up, I sort my boys, I take them to school, I come home, I do what I need to do in the house. I do my little videos, I do the washing, and then I go and pick my boys up from school, I do the dinner, I do the football runs. That is literally like, we don't need an exciting life. And that you're already busy. So when I first started to do this work from home business 13 years ago, I was working full time and I had a 3 year old and a 1 year old. So Charlie just about turned four actually, but I had my hands very full. I had two very small children, very young children, very dependent on me, and a full-time job. So yes, we are all busy, I can assure you, but it's just finding that little bit of nooks and crannies in your day. And lacking in confidence. Oh my goodness. Nobody starts this with the confidence. We build that as we go. You know, Each day, just doing these simple little things, and it just comes. It just comes. And you're not going to be, a lot of people see like the kind of videos that I post on social media, and they're expecting themselves to do that straight away. And that is not going to happen. I'm 13 years down the line. All you need to do is just put a few things in your stories. Just start really small because the small things build up. All that matters is that you are willing to learn and be consistent in those little nooks and crannies of your day. Just starting to build those really small habits of adding to your stories, sharing the results picture on your feed. That's it. Keep it really small. Start out and go, right, each day I'm just going to add something to my story. And it doesn't have to be business related. It can be, as you're out and about, I'm just about to go to the supermarket, I'm just about to go to Aldi, I'm just about to go to Lidl, here's a quote, keep it small. So, what are you going to be sharing? Okay, so you are going to be sharing. Obviously, there is the opportunity for others to earn, like you will be, and the nutrition products that are going to vastly improve their wellness and well-being. So, we have, as I say, videos of the products being stirred. We have little pictures that you can add that say these are the benefits of what these products can offer. We also have, obviously, here's what the business can offer. And it's literally just a case of just popping something in your story that says, who's looking to learn a bit extra? That's it. You know, maybe share like, oh, I'm just thinking petrol prices have gone up. Let's learn a bit extra because the reality is I'm not going to be able to drive less. I have to take my boy, Charlie, to the free school every single day. I have to take him to football training in Tamworth. I have to take to Louis to Wolverhampton on a Friday. So my petrol consumption is not going to decrease. So how can I increase that income? And this is something that so many people are going through right now. How can I earn a little bit of extra that maybe it's just covering that petrol cost that I know I've got to pay? And then obviously, hopefully, petrol prices will go down again and you'll still be earning, and then you can start to really feel the benefit. But anyway, PM International is a German company. It's the fastest growing direct sales company in the whole world. Whole world. We have grown every single year since we were founded 33 years ago. We are the fastest growing company in the world and have been for the last 5 years. So think about this. This company has grown every single year for the last 33 years. In the last 5 years, we've been the fastest growing company in the world. 4 billion sales last year, 1 year, 4 billion sales. The people out there want what we have. We are AAA rated for financial stability by Dun& Bradstreet. So they are an independent company that looks at our books basically, and then rates us and says how financially stable are that company. And a AAA rated is the highest rating you can get. We have a compensation plan that is proven to be fair legally. We have scientifically backed products that have the highest quality and they are independently tested. These are formulated by a team of scientists. So we have a scientific advisory board with like 40 plus people, nutritionists, scientists, you name it, they're on there. And over 1,000 elite sports people trust our products because they're amazing. And they are so clean, they are so natural. If an elite sports person who is in the Olympics or they're like competing for their country or they are playing, football or something at the highest level they can, and they trust our products, that shows the quality. It is free to register. Within minutes of registering, with no payment info required, you receive a personal link. So you have your own personal link that people can register with to earn and they can order with. So the minute you've registered for free, you get a link that you can share, which could be for, If somebody's interested in one of the products, you can send them the link, they can order, you can start earning straight away. And you immediately have access to a year's worth of content. So, as I mentioned, the videos of the products being stirred, the testimonies of the products, the results pictures, the benefits, like all laid out so that you can literally just share them. One-to-one mentoring, supportive community, step-by-step guides, and online trainers, both from myself and from corporate. So there are three steps, as I've mentioned. Post to your main feed and stories. So add anything to your stories, like and comment on people's posts. As I've said, you're already doing this. You're already scrolling, liking things. That looks nice. Oh, that looks funny. Same thing. And then connecting with people by Messenger. So somebody has viewed your story. Thank you for viewing my story. We are not cold messaging people to sell. We are not wholesale people. We are not cold messaging. We are connecting with people. We are opening it up so if they want to know the information, they can come back to us and they can say, yeah, I loved your story. Can you tell me more about that drink that's helps with the energy, helps with the sleep? It's just opening that up. So there is absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. So you can register for free, start building your unlimited income, providing financial and time freedom. What does that mean to you? You are on this call, you are watching this because you have messaged myself or one of the team and said, this is what you're looking for. The reason you want that extra income, I can only imagine. It's probably because you want to start saying yes to things. You maybe want extra holidays. You maybe want, to be able to go on days out, go for meals. You maybe want, even just like I say, covering the basics, because everything is getting so expensive. And you're maybe thinking, I can start with that. And then can I build that? What can I build that to? Do I want to spend the rest of my working time in a job where I don't necessarily maybe feel appreciated, or I'm giving my time to help build somebody else's income? And I want to actually have freedom. I don't want so many set holidays a year. I want to have the freedom to be able to say yes, to turn up to things that I want to do and have that flexibility. And that's it, guys. So you can literally, as I say, register for free. So if you just message the person who has sent you this call, then they can literally either take your information, get you registered, or send you a little link and get you registered. And you will have all of your personalized links straight away. You can be added into our group chats, and immediately you will have access to a year's worth of content. Everything is broken down step by step. So it's literally a case of this is your day one. It will feel scary. Add something to your story. And that is it. And we'll talk you through that day by day. Bye bye. Sorry.